One of the problems with treating an anterior knee pain is figuring out what is actually wrong. Most people think they have a patellar or a quadriceps tendinopathy, but there are a lot of other structures at the anterior knee that could be causing pain. If we go back to this paper, Patellar Tendinopathy, Clinical Diagnosis, Load Management, and Advice for Challenging Case Presentations, they have a section about differential diagnosis. When you think it's a patellar or a quadriceps, but it's actually something else. In this case, we're talking about a quadriceps tendinopathy and confusion with a plica injury. If we go to the bottom, they say that pathology of the superior plica may be confused with quadriceps tendinopathy both clinically and radiologically. Clinically, plica may be painful with activities requiring only shallow knee flexion, walking, whereas pain from quadriceps tendinopathy is provoked with activities requiring deep knee flexion. Now I'm going to hand it off to Will Ratelle to talk about his experience with quadriceps tendinopathy and plica.
So I have jumper's knee on my right knee, so I know what that feels like. And so then I started feeling kind of a similar pain, but above my kneecap on my left knee. And so just instantly I thought it was quad tendinopathy. So I started treating it like a quad tendinopathy, did like the 4-stage process, everything that like the research would say to do, a lot of the isometrics, and it didn't get any better. And so I was like, what the hell's going on with this? The way I kind of figured out it wasn't quad tendinopathy and I started to think it wasn't plica is because I went back to your your jumper's knee protocol book. And because I remember there was a page in there that said like other knee problems. And so I looked at that section and I saw plica and it said slight knee bend. So I had pain when it was just a slight knee bend, not a deep knee bend. So like it hurt when I would do like a deadlift, pulling something off the floor like that. It would hurt if I did an RDL and I had a little bit more knee bend that I'd like to in an RDL. Didn't hurt to squat, didn't hurt to front squat, back squat. None of that should hurt. It would hurt when I jumped. It would hurt when I would sprint, like that accelerating. And so the whole time I was like, why isn't this getting any better? I guess the feeling of it never went away. It was never terribly, terribly, terribly painful, but I noticed it all the time. I noticed it walking. I noticed it jumping. Like it was always there. There was never periods where it was not there. You know, like a jumper's knee. Like some days it feels great. Some days it sucks. The plica was never that way. It was always there. What I did to get rid of it was I got it scraped. I went to a couple different people. I went to just like the ATs at the university here, and they scraped it. And then I went to a chiro. He scraped it. And for whatever reason, it was like magic. Like I got it scraped once, went away for a little bit, but not all the way gone. Waited another week, got it scraped a second time, and it's like, boom, gone. Don't deal with it anymore.
So if you have a quadriceps tendinopathy and it's just not getting better with the 4-stage process, you might need to step back and look if there's something else going on. If it is a plica issue, you need a completely different rehab strategy than a tendon issue.